Hey there fabulous people and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into the wonderfully ridiculous world of female etiquette. Etiquette. So grab your pearls and your teacups because things are going to get wild. Am I doing it right? In partaking of this tea, I regrettably found myself momentarily lacking in grace, yet I'm consoled by the fact that I made a sincere effort. Anyways, I've been seeing these ridiculous videos on TikTok about what it means to be ladylike and apparently when you are not. Lady etiquette refers to the traditional set of social norms and rules expected of women in various social situations. These expectations often include aspects such as appearance, speech, manners, and conduct, with an emphasis on grace, poise, and refinement. Lady etiquette encompasses a wide range of practices, including how to dress appropriately for different situations, how to engage in polite conversation, to navigate social gatherings with grace and ease, and how to behave at the dinner table. I mean, who came up with these rules anyway? Elbows off the table, napkins on the lap, pinkies up. It's like trying to navigate a labyrinth of do's and don'ts. A crumb-covered face and a heart full of confusion. And don't even get me started on the complexities of small talk. How's the weather? Lovely. Your ensemble is truly exquisite. It complements your elegance impeccably. I'm truly honored by your kind words. Thank you so much. It's like we're secretly auditioning for the role of a polite yet utterly boring NPC in the game of life. And of course, TikTok didn't invent the wheel. There's a whole history behind lady etiquette. Let's dive into a quick history lesson about it. The idea of etiquette finds its origins among the nobles in the early France. Etiquette didn't just naturally happen like manners. It started as a deliberate set of written rules for how to act politely in social situations. The word etiquette comes from French and originally referred to social rules. French nobles, who were well educated and sophisticated, likely had a big part in creating these rules. Some historians think they might have just been bored and needed something to do with all of their free time. The most iconic era for female etiquette was the Victorian era. During that time, they had a lot of rules about what it meant to be a woman, like how to act at afternoon tea or how to find a husband. What if you didn't want to find a husband but a wife? Victorian women, poor them, had to follow all of these rules and be graceful and polite in everything they did. Lots of books about etiquette were published in the Victorian times. These books mostly focused on how the middle class and working class could behave properly. The middle class was getting bigger in the 1800s and they wanted to improve their social status. They didn't want to seem uncultured, if that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Some of these books were supposedly written by rich people. They talked about fancy stuff like how to act around nobles or at fancy parties. The guides showed the ideal image of a fashionable lady who spent time socializing instead of doing the chores at home. Okay, this is the end of my info dump. Thanks for sticking around and enduring my ramblings. You deserve a medal for patience and a cape for endurance. Back to the present moment. In the present, several people are still very concerned about how women should behave, and they disguise it under terms of elegant lady and ladylike on TikTok. I wasn't really aware that this was a thing on TikTok until I suddenly got a video on my For You page about lady etiquette. And before I knew it, I was knee-deep into a virtual sea of etiquette tips, how to dress and how to certainly not do things if you want to be a lady. So I did a bit of soul searching and reached an enlightening conclusion. I'm about as ladylike as a penguin that is under the impression that it can fly. But you know what? I've decided to roll with it. I mean, who needs the constant pressure of conforming to society's rigid expectations? I mean, the world can be daunting enough as it is. So if not being a proper lady means I get to spare myself the headache of perpetual social anxiety, then I'll gladly raise my unladylike flag high. After all, why stress about fitting into a mold when you can just embrace your own wonderfully quirky self? It's amazing, right? Cheers to being verbally flawed and loving every minute of it. Oh my god, that was horrible. But of course, not everyone thinks like that. Some women on TikTok basically have a different view than myself and would consider me to be the devil. Did you know there's a correct ladylike way to place your buttocks down on a sofa? Meanwhile, I think of myself always... Oh my god, I have to sneeze. Oh, that's not very ladylike of me, I'm sorry. Excuse me? Meanwhile, I think of myself always slumped on my chair, sorry back, with my legs apart or just kind of entwined with the chair, the way a snake can wrap itself around objects. I don't know, is it just me? I never saw someone in real life who sits the way that she does. This looks more like me. Even though I hate etiquette, I learned to behave like a real girl when I was young. And especially, and ladies, we all know this, when I wore a skirt, I really had to behave properly. It was not polite to sit or stand in a certain way, and you had to pay attention to so many things with a skirt on, oh my god. And maybe that's also why I've pretty much sworn off those things. I wore something so that it mainly conforms to how others wanted me to behave, not how I felt. When I actually wear a skirt, I feel trapped, like a fish in a net. No. Just give me sweatpants or jeans or sport leggings. But we're not going to stop here because it goes even further. This TikToker has an opinion on tattoos and elegance combined.
Are piercings and tattoos elegant? Short answer, blanket statement, no. It's better to not have any tattoos or piercings if you want to look elegant. You associate yourself with a particular subculture, fine. Obviously, you're not trying to look elegant, you're going for a completely different style.
I'm sorry, what era are we living in again? I feel like there are plenty of ways to combine elegance with tattoos. I have 3 tattoos myself. I'm going to ask to get them removed now because she obviously awakened my anxiety of not being elegant enough. Speaking of elegance, this TikToker thinks that compliant behavior is a synonym for elegance. So being polite at all costs kinda looks like this.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend...
Hey you! Yeah, you, over there. Hand me that purse. Now. Oh, me? Thank you kindly for your inquiry. It would be my utmost honor to fulfill your request. May I humbly inquire if you would permit me to offer a respectful bow before presenting you with the bag? Just give me the bag, don't let me wait. Oh, indeed. I shall not keep you waiting. Prior to presenting it to you, I shall provide a comprehensive overview of its contents, thus sparing you any need for speculation. Yes, so firstly, we have a lipstick, followed by a wallet from a reputable and esteemed brand you might enjoy, and we'll continue with the I'm screwed. Designing women who say yes to everything is the figurehead of elegance. Of course. And in the process of becoming a real woman, you must learn to walk in heels. Even if you cannot do it and break your neck, well, too bad. Have you ever tried to walk around in heels for a few hours and still look glamorous and ladylike? After an hour, I'm already screaming in pain and changing those horrible things for just casual sneakers. You know, I could wrap my message in wrapping paper with a pink bow, then I wouldn't be myself. I think it's just bullshit to adjust yourself to all these standards. I mean, who are you trying to impress? I think it's actually elegant to be yourself with all your quirks, challenges, possibilities and impossibilities, and the ways that make you, you. I mean, hair that just doesn't fit right, a shirt that just hasn't been ironed out, and just leaning back in your chair with your legs wide open. That sounded so wrong, by the way. I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I mean, right? Just not ladylike. I think that is what makes a person beautiful. And I think you limit yourself enormously when you impose a set of rules and standards, such as female etiquette or torture, whatever you want to call it. No, but seriously, life is too short to gain constant approval from others by behaving as politely as possible. As far as I'm concerned, women should learn to be louder and express themselves even more. And if that doesn't correspond with these petty people, you run away from them as fast as you can on your sneakers and join my dinner table, because over here we don't do these rules. So this was it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Okay, see you the next time. Bye.